Hey guys, so for this video, I figured I'd do a little bit of a response to one of Liam's videos that he did recently on who should be the next Doctor. Some of these are serious, some of these I'm just doing for fun. I don't know a lot of British actors, so just bear with me here. Okay, first up, Iain Glen. Now, I love him as Jorah in Game of Thrones, and I know he's already been in Doctor Who as a cleric, soldier person in the Weeping Angel episode in season 5, but I think he could be an interesting Doctor because he's more calm and collected and doesn't really get angry, and he seems sort of wiser. And I mean, he's old enough, right? That's a thing. That's like a requirement. He's kind of old. Okay, moving on. Andrew Lincoln. Now, I know he's only ever been Rick in The Walking Dead to a lot of us, but he's British, so that counts. He's British. He's allowed to be in Doctor Who. And the way I see it is almost kind of a mix between the type of Doctor that Chris Eccleston was and Rick from season 1 of The Walking Dead, where he still cared about everything and he still wanted to do the right thing. He still didn't want to see people hurt, but he was willing to get his hands dirty. I want to see a little bit more of a Doctor who's willing to get angry, get his hands dirty again. Like Chris Eccleston, only a little edgier, but that's just me. Moving on. Emilia Clarke. The only reason I'm putting this on here is because everyone says that the Doctor should be female at least once, so I'm putting in my vote. If there has to be a female Doctor, I want it to be Daenerys Stormborn because she is the blood of the dragon. She's a great actress. I want to see Daenerys as the Doctor. No character change, just Daenerys with like a bow tie and Converse going around in the TARDIS with her dragons. Make it happen, Moffat. Hugh Laurie. I don't really think there's a lot of explanation. He's getting older, I know, but he's done some amazing work, and I think he would be an interesting Doctor, just because of his acting style and what he can do. Morgan Freeman. There is no explanation to that. Morgan Freeman. Let's do it. Liam Neeson. Still no explanation needed. Let's do it. He was Qui-Gon. He trained Batman. He is Aslan. Let's make him the Doctor. Add another thing to his badass repertoire. Come on. Richard Madden. Because, as Liam said, he needs a new job. The North remembers. I'm going to have to look at this guy's name. It's hard to pronounce, but Nikolaj Coster-Waldau. There we go. Now, I know he's Jaime Lannister, and no one likes Jaime Lannister, but if you've read Book 3 or seen Season 3 of Game of Thrones, the feels and the fact that he's sort of that more suave. I could see him as more of a suave Doctor, kind of smooth talking his way out of things. And the reason I'm bringing up all these like Game of Thrones actors, and the reason I'm kind of the personality that I'm describing their Doctor being is sort of akin to the role they played, especially in Game of Thrones, is because, I like that kind of character, and I know they can do that kind of character well, and it's the kind of character that I'd want to see the Doctor being. So, minus the sister sex stuff, I think the Doctor, being someone who walks around with his shoulders up high and a little bit of ego and confidence, because he is the Doctor, he's the last of the Time Lords, and being able to smooth talk his way out of things, I think would be pretty cool. Norman Reedus. I would love to see a Doctor who, when something starts going bad, he's not willing to get his hands dirty, he's willing to knock in some teeth. And I think that it would be an interesting thing, because I know that he can do still the joking side of the Doctor. If you've seen Boondock Saints, he can be goofy, he can be fun, he can also be serious, he can be angry. And I think, again, that edgier Doctor is something that I want to see. And that's my list for who should be the 12th Doctor. Now, before you start jumping down my throat in the comments, not all of those are serious, and it's just who I think would be a cool Doctor. So, bear with me. And I hope to see you guys next week. Let me know in the comments who you think should be the 12th Doctor. What you think of some of the actors that I listed. And if you have any ideas for future videos or anything like that, leave them down in the comments, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week.